the Broncos have been in 9 one-score games. Okay? One-score games.
Okay.
Games decided by one score. Stoke, what do you think their record is in those 9 one-score games since the start of last season?
Well,
good morning, everybody. Welcome to it. Happy Hump Day. Brandon Stokely alongside. Beautiful morning. A little chilly this morning. A little fall crisp in the air.
did you have fog? Bad fog in the Rock when I was leaving the house.
But I
Bad
could see how you had some. Yeah, with all the rain we had last night, I'm sure there was some residual fog. Man, you get some wild weather in the Rock, huh?
Yeah.
Big lightning storms.
Oh, there was
thunderstorms.
A lot of lightning last night. A lot.
No snow though, huh?
No snow. But it was a good lightning show with some good rain coming down, which is great.
Yep.
Everything is going to be greening up here.
Yep. Love it. We'll get to the magic number, what the magic number is, in just a second. But here's a number that's not so magic. Our pal Zach By put this out yesterday. Do you realize that since the start of last season, Sean Payton's second year here, first year without Russ, first year with Bo, that from the beginning of last season to now, the Broncos have been in 9 one-score games. Okay? One-score games.
Okay.
Games decided by one score. Stoke, what do you think their record is in those 9 one-score games since the start of last season?
Well, I mean, the way that you framed it, now I got to think it's not very good, unfortunately. So I'll go 3-6.
Close. 2-7.
Wow.
2-7.
Honestly, if you wouldn't have framed it the way you did, the way you teased it, I probably would have said 5-4.
Okay. But 2-7. As far as maybe some of the reasons why, Sean Payton?
Red zone offense. You know, we preach all the time. No minus plays, no exotic snap counts, no turnovers, no sacks. And we had 3 of those yesterday. You know, we had a sack, we had a turnover, we had penalties, that are points taken away or certainly points made harder.
Definitely something you're going to have to figure out because these close games aren't going away.
So many of them happen in our league because the games are so close. They're often won in 2-minute drills. And so I think of that coming in the morning. I'll think of that Tuesday before Wednesday's team meeting, how to shed one that doesn't affect another. But I think both correct. I mean, it's a long season.
So 2-7 in one-score games. They just lost another one the other day. What's standing out as to why? And what do they have to do to be able to win these close games? What do the good teams do when it comes to winning? If all these games are basically one-score games in the NFL, why do the good teams find a way to win them?
Well, because they execute when it matters most. That's what good teams do. In the fourth quarter, 4 or 5 minutes left, how do you finish the game? The NFL is all close games majority of the time. It's got one-score games. And who closes the game out and who makes some mistakes, who doesn't screw it up. And we saw the Broncos screw it up. I mean, case in point, last week, they just screwed it up. I mean, how many times could they have won that game? How many times could they have gone up by 2 scores? They had a couple opportunities late. They couldn't do it. They throw an interception, and then they miss a field goal. And then on defense, they get to stop, but what did they do? They screwed it up. They got a penalty on a missed field goal. So good teams make the plays when it matters the most. And Sean Payton's right. These games a lot of times come down to the 2-minute drive. You either have to stop it on defense or you have to execute it on offense. So, and the problem here coming up is the Broncos are playing some good teams. These next 3 games with Chargers, Cincy, and we'll see what Cincy looks like without Burrow, and then the Eagles.
Mike McDaniel in Miami is getting roasted for a comment that he made. I think it had more to do with the fact that, he sounded like, Spicoli talking about it. But he said, quote, to win games, you have to win the game and not lose the game. And that is how you lose the game. And he was mocked for that comment, but he's
Say that again?
To win games, you have to win the game and not lose the game.
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
Remember, for it to be a forward pass, it's got to go forward.
Yeah, no one's fault other than everybody's.
Now, I could see why immediately you'd like to put that Mike McDaniel quote right up there in the pantheon with Trent Dilfer and Phil Simms. But I get what he's saying. And even though he's going to be fired soon, he is right. Is that how many times do you see, is it as much about going out and winning the game as much as it is just sitting back and waiting for the other guy to lose it?
Yeah.
So that's the point he was making. He was mocked for it, but I understand. I think that's what he was trying to get to is that, hey, the first step in winning close games is not just out and out losing them. Don't just find now. No, come on. You get where I'm saying, don't you? The first step in winning games, to your point, don't make the kind of. It's not so much about going out and making this heroic clutch play to win a football game. It's just doing things the right way, the disciplined way, the solid way, and count on the fact that more than likely your opponent will be the first one to blink and screw up and hand you the game.
Okay.
So no?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Sure. I like my saying better that I learned early in my career, my rookie year. More games are lost in the NFL than won.
Okay, same thing.
No, but I like that much better. Much better. It's much simpler. It's easier to understand. But yeah, I think there's different mindsets. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to go out there and put the pressure on the other team? When it comes to how do you operate late in football games? But for whatever reason, the Broncos haven't done a good job. I mean, that's the facts, I guess. I would not have thought it was going to be that bad. 2-7 in one-score games the last 2 years. And obviously, they were a good football team last year. We think they're going to be a good football team this year.
But when you think about some of those close losses, what comes to mind? You can easily go back. I could probably pick out one of these one-score losses, and you can think of a mistake that was made near the end of that game. We were talking about the Colts game. Any number of mistakes you could point to. We were talking about the gut-wrenching loss that was Kansas City. Poor blocking on the field goal. You exposed a weakness, and the other team took advantage of it.
This is weird. I'm looking at their season last year, and they either won by double digits or they lost by single digits.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, they never win by single digits. I mean, it just doesn't happen a lot for them.
2-7.
Right. I was double-checking that math. I knew if you did it, you probably screwed it up. But since Zach did it, he probably did get it right because he's a little bit more on top of the details. So I didn't need to really double-check it. But I just wanted to kind of see.
So you don't like my don't wait to win or don't try to win. Wait for
you don't even know how to say it. See, that's why. Because it's very confusing.
All right. I dazzled you once during training camp with a historical reference.
You did.
All right.
There's something about the ships.
Cortez. I'm going to top that. All right, get ready.
What about Magellan?
Grab your notebook because it's some learning time is coming up.
Can't
next.
wait.